Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. I feel that if you are drawn here, that there is a message here for you. Either it's a card, or it's a part of the message, or the whole message. All right, so let's get going and see who needs to hear a message and what we have going on. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. All right, we have the Three of Cups. Celebration. Celebrations, friends, family coming together, feeling happy. It could also just be celebrating within yourself, right? Maybe taking more of a celebratory approach towards things today or in the next week. Looking at all of the positive, kind of changing that mindset to focus on the things, having that gratitude and focusing on the things that are making you happy or that you are proud of, no matter how big or small. I feel that's very important. We have the Magician, and then we have the infinity sign above the Magician, which is individual empowerment and everlasting love. Empowering yourself with positive energy, right? Empowering yourself with positive thoughts, empowering yourself with friends and family that make you feel good, that support you, that believe in your dreams. I feel like it's empowering yourself, like making things happen. That's what the Magician is about. We have the Nine of Wands, and then taking actions to make them happen. It's not only about thinking about things, but it's also about making them happen. Taking the actions. I feel like for some reason, I feel that there's maybe a challenge that is coming up or that is before you that normally you would have turned down. And I feel like this is kind of something that is out of your comfort zone, but I feel like for some reason the message is saying go for it, right? And make it happen and give it a try and see what happens. I would rather try something and see if it works or it doesn't work, rather than just saying no to everything and just saying, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to try it. That's obviously, if it's something that really makes you feel uncomfortable, I'm not saying do something like that. But sometimes we just kind of have, sometimes, like my girlfriend had said one time, let's take a cooking class and make some pasta. And I was just like, that's not really my thing. But I was like, you know what? I'm going with my friend. It's a night out. Let's go ahead and do it. And we had a really great time. And oh my gosh, the pasta was amazing. It tasted so good. It was delicious. So I was really glad that I did it. I was really glad that I was like, well, normally I would have said, no, I don't want to do it. But I pushed myself and I did it, and I had a really great time. So it's like, it's kind of things like that. So for some reason, that just kind of came to my mind there. And then we have the Strength card. And then we have the infinity sign again above this card too. So that is two infinity signs that you've gotten in this reading. So I feel that this is a strong message for someone. And that is about individual empowerment, empowering yourself, taking the actions to empower yourself, right? To celebrate yourself. When you say positive things towards yourself, and you say loving words and kind things towards yourself, you are empowering yourself, okay? Because I feel like this Three of Cups here, I feel represents positivity. Are you saying a lot of negative things to yourself? Is there something that happened that you're frustrated with yourself and you're like, coulda, shoulda, woulda, But you have to realize maybe at that time, like your frame of mind wasn't, to make a different decision. You made the decision that you did. It is what it is, and it's time to empower yourself, create that magic, take the actions to move forward and feel strong and confident within yourself again. So maybe you've lost some confidence within yourself. Maybe you're trying to gain confidence in yourself, just like I said, kind of pushing your boundaries, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and saying, I'm going to try something that normally I would have said no to, and to empower yourself. And that's how you empower yourself. When you have to do something that you don't like doing, but you change your frame of mind and say, you know what, this is something that I got to do. This is something that I have to deal with right now. and I'm going to make the most of it, right? I'm going to make the best I can out of the situation. And by doing that, you're making it easier on yourself. You're empowering yourself, that you are making a situation that could be really uncomfortable for yourself, but you're saying, you know what, I'm going to go in with a positive frame of mind and I'm going to do it. We have lion spirit, be generous of spirit. And I feel like that's kind of going back to that strength card here, but it's also trusting that the universe is trying to bring this challenge before you, to bring in this individual empowerment for you, right? To bring in this strength for yourself, seeing this challenge as this is going to make me stronger. Definitely with the strength in the lion card here, I feel like this represents a lot of strength and empowerment within yourself. We have loyal heart right here. I feel that represents being loyal and true to yourself, following your passions, following your desires, following what makes you happy. You have the ability to make anything happen. With the magician here, that's about empowering yourself. It's about kind of switching things around or doing things differently, right? To know that you are in control of everything. You are in control of you are in control of what you're thinking. You are in control of who you surround yourself with. You are in control of how you spend your time. You are in control of how, what you eat, when you sleep, where you work, right? What car you drive, the place that you live in, the clothes that you wear, the food that you eat. You are in control of all of those things. And sometimes we just kind of have to take a step back and say, you know what? I am in control of all of that. I do have power over that. And if it's something that you don't like, and if it's something that's not making you happy or bringing you full enjoyment, then what would make you happy, right? And you have the power to change that situation. You have the power to change your friends. You have the power to change where you live, what you drive, what you wear, what you eat, where you work. You have the power to change that. Not instantly in this second. For some things you can obviously make different food choices, or and some things may take longer. If you want to move to a different place, if you want a different car, if you want a different job, then okay, what would make you happy, and what do you need to do? What actions do you need to take to change that, to get that, to achieve that, right? But I feel that it's a very important message, is that it's not about the things that you have, it's about how you feel within yourself. How the happiness and the contentment that you find within yourself. Sometimes we can be like, okay, well, I want this car, or I want these clothes, I want this bag, or I want these shoes, or I want this watch, right? And then you get it and you're like, okay, yep, I love it. And then you feel this sense of emptiness again, and you keep buying and buying and buying and changing and doing different things, changing different relationships. This relationship isn't working. You try a new one. That gets to a certain point, then you leave that person, you try another one, and you never feel this sense of fulfillment or contentment. That means that you need to find that within yourself, that it's not about another thing or person, it's about you. It's about finding that individual empowerment within yourself, that strength within yourself, that contentment within yourself. It's about being happy with you and working on that, especially with that loyal heart there. I feel like it represents that, finding that contentment within yourself, and everything else is just secondary. And sometimes it's hard for us to realize that, right? Are you telling yourself positive things? Are you telling yourself kind things? Are you frustrated with yourself? Then it's time to figure out, how do you get past that? What do you need from yourself to move on and get past that? We have spirit of life. Remember, you are never alone. The spirit of life is with you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to rest in this realization and feel the lightness in you. Okay. And then we also have the lion. So we have the lion spirit, be generous of spirit. So I feel like this is kind of a strong message saying that you're not alone. Sometimes we feel very alone. Sometimes we feel like it's like we're all by ourselves, kind of on this island. And I personally don't feel that we are. I do feel that spirit is always around us. I do feel that spirit is always trying to help us, always trying to guide us, always trying to look out for us. Sometimes we ignore that. We ignore the signs. We ignore the information. We are kind of so clouded in our own negative energy that we're not really seeing all of the signs that are around us. And when you're able to free yourself from that and remember that you're not alone, and that these challenges that come before us are to empower yourself, to make yourself stronger, to make yourself more confident within yourself, to bring you a happier, when you look at things from a happier frame of mind and a happier point, then everything seems to feel so much better. Yeah, we're going to have challenges. We're going to have to do things, to do a job that maybe we're not happy with, but we have the power. Like I said before, you have the power to change that. You have the power to get a different career, do something different, do a side hustle, right? If you need more money, do a side hustle, right? You have the power to do that, but you have to believe that within yourself. And if you have that frame of mind, well, this is what I was dealt, so I'm just stuck with it, then nothing ever is going to change. Nothing's ever going to change. It's hard work. It's not easy. But it's like messages like this, I feel that's why I love the tarot, is it's saying you can do it. You can empower yourself. You got the Magician card. You got the Strength card, right? You got the Knight of Wands. Take those actions, right? You got the Celebrate. Celebrate all of your little wins. When you start to get to the point where you celebrate each little win, then those start to build on themselves and things start to shift for you, right? A little win is, okay, I didn't look at my phone when I got up this morning, right? So if you say, if the first thing you do is you get up in the morning and then you're on your phone for, whatever, and you're looking at all the drama and all the crazy and you're scrolling and all that, but you choose, okay, this morning, you got up and you just got right out of bed. You didn't even look at your phone. You gave it 5 minutes before you looked at your phone. Hey, that's a win, right? Celebrate that. I'm so proud of myself. How did that feel? Did that feel good? Did you feel more energized? Did you feel like, you know what? I don't need to scroll, or, tomorrow I'm going to wait 10 minutes, or, you know what I mean? It's just like each little win, maybe before bed, instead of scrolling through, you could decide to get an audiobook, listen to an audiobook, maybe listen to some relaxing music on the radio or on YouTube. I was listening to, I think it was like one of those where you're just listening to music. It's no words or anything. It's like the megahertz thing. I think it was 435 megahertz or whatever. And it just sounded so relaxing. And instead of turning on the TV or, just put something on or look and see what audiobooks you have, or if you have some books laying around, or do something different, right? My new thing is I want to spend, because I have my local library, you can get audiobooks online for free. So maybe look into your local library. You don't even have to go to the library. You just look it up in your area for the local library, and then you just sign up. I think it was through Libby that I have it. I don't know if that's for everyone. And so you just have to put in your address and, prove that you're a resident. And then you don't have to go to the library or anything. It gives you like a digital library card. And then you can just take out, any audiobooks. You can also take out the books with the words if you would prefer to have the words. So I've done some of those. And then I like the audiobooks because I just like to lay down and listen to it. Or if I'm driving in the car, I'll listen to an audiobook and start choosing some audiobooks. So my goal is that I want to spend at least an hour each evening and listen to an audiobook or read one of the books that I have, online books that I have, right? Even if you just say, okay, I want to do 5 minutes of that, right? Sometimes it's like, oh, an hour. I don't want to do that for an hour. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes works, right? 5 minutes seems easier. Set the pace, set the tone for what works for you. Something that you don't feel like it's drudgery, but that you feel like, oh, okay, like that's cool. I'll look at an audiobook for 5 minutes, right? Or I'll listen to music for 5 minutes before I start scrolling or I watch TV, right? and celebrate that and say, I'm so proud of myself that I took the 5 minutes, or stretch, right? Or do a little workout, or, maybe clean out a drawer. Like, be creative, find something within yourself, walk your dog, right? Go for a walk, or sit out on your patio or your porch, 5 minutes. It's those little things that start to add up, that start to empower you, that start to bring in the bigger changes in your life. And you have the power to make those changes, but you have to be in the frame of mind to take the actions. Because you can say it all you want. Oh, okay, tonight I'm going to sit and I'm going to, listen to an audiobook. And then it's like, yeah, and then you get to it and you're like, yeah, I'd rather just scroll, or I'd rather just watch this, on TV, right? And that's okay. That's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. But in order as I always say, if you want change, you have to be change, and you have to make that effort. And it's not always easy. But when you start to get into that new routine, then it starts to become easier, because that's your new routine. All right, so we have forward movement. What represents forward movement for yourself? Okay, so if you're struggling right now and you're feeling stuck, and you're feeling you have like you're not in this Knight of Wands energy and you're feeling this lack of confidence, what represents forward movement for you? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What are those actions that you can take for that forward movement to make these changes? Only you can decide that, and only you can do that, okay? It's not about looking to somebody else for answers or directions or guidance. It's finding that guidance within yourself and empowering yourself with this Magician's card. All right, that's where the power comes. Individual empowerment. That's what I was saying right here with these two infinity signs. This is a strong message for someone. It's individual empowerment, empowering yourself, okay? Not looking towards other people for answers. It's finding it within yourself. We have a nice day. So I love that one. It's about... I feel that it's telling yourself that you want to have a nice day, right? No matter what comes your way, no matter what happens, waking up in the morning and saying, I'm going to have a nice day. We also have don't stop believing, okay? Don't stop believing. When the challenges become hard, when you feel that you're challenged, that's when change is going to happen. When you have a challenge, when you have an obstacle, I always feel like that's when change comes in. That means something needs to change and something needs to be different. All right, let's just take these two. Normally I just do three, but let's just take the two. Nothing is impossible. That's the frame of mind that you have to be in, is that nothing is impossible. If you start saying, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that, and I need this person to help me with this, and I need that person to have, then you're taking, each time you say that, you are taking power away from yourself. When you empower yourself and say, nothing is impossible, I can make it happen. If I set my mind to it, I will make it happen. It may not happen the way that I thought, it may not happen in the time frame that I thought, but I know that I can have this forward movement and make it happen. Why? Because you are 1 in a million, okay? You're 1 in a billion. They should probably change that to 1 in a billion, right? You are unique. You are special. You are amazing. You are your own light, right? You are unique. You are the only one of you. And embrace that and empower that. Empower you, right? Empower you and show your uniqueness and your amazingness. Believe in that, right? You have to believe in that, right? You have to believe that it is time for you to show your uniqueness and follow those things that make you happy, that you want to celebrate, that makes your day better, that makes your life better, that empowers you, right? Individual empowerment and everlasting love. Loving yourself, again, loyal heart, being loyal to yourself and saying, if I'm not happy with something, then what can I do to change it? What can I do to change my perspective of that? What can I do to change that situation to make myself happy, to trust myself, to rely on myself, to say if I'm not happy with something, I will change it. Even if you have to deal with something that doesn't make you happy in the moment, you make the most out of it. You make it the most positive experience that you can, because you know that you are enacting changes down the road so that you don't have to be stuck in that situation. Just my thought. All right, thank you so much for watching. Also, I wanted to mention the Otter Spirit bracelets. If you are interested in any of these, the links will be down below. These are absolutely gorgeous. They are so beautiful. I love them. So the links will be down below for that. Also, if you're interested in the cards that I'm using, the links will be down below. As always, I hope that this has helped you in some way, and I hope you have an amazing day. Stay positive, stay safe, and I wish you the best on your journey.